guys, here's the look that I'm doing for you today. It is a look inspired by a picture that was sent to me by one of my subscribers. I don't remember who, sorry. But it was a look for Katy Perry, and she's got this really cool smoky green eye. It's kind of an army green smoky eye with this darker pink lip and a little bit of color on the cheeks, and she's got a super strong brow as well in the picture. If you guys want to see the reference picture, go to my blog, emanmakeup.blogspot.com, and you can see the pictures there, and also it'll list all the products that I use to get this look. So just to give you guys a full peek, a little bit of a close-up, this was actually pretty easy to do, and there's not too much products used. But anyways, if you want to see how this look is done, just stay tuned. So I'm going to start with my eyes first before doing my complexion makeup. So the first thing I'm doing is I'm going to prime my lid. So I'm taking my Makeup Forever 13P pencil. Now I did get a message from someone saying that this has been discontinued. They are not carrying these pencils anymore. You might still find them out there, you might not. What they've come out with instead of these pencils is something called the Aqua Cream. They are waterproof eyeshadow creams that are in a pot. They're awesome. They're so good. So just get that instead, because that's the replacement for these pencils. And there's one that's pretty much exactly the same color as this. So I'm just applying this all over and then just blending it out with my finger, just to have a nice smooth surface. And since we are putting eyeshadow along the bottom, I'm going to apply it along my lower lash line as well and blend it. So next I'm taking a brown cream liner. You can use black if you don't have brown. I'm going to use this as a base on my lid just to make that eyeshadow really intense. So I'm just going to take a little bit, put it on my finger, just apply it right on my lid with my finger, and then I'm just going to blend it out. This is going to help anything we put on our lid just show up a lot more intense. Definitely does not need to be perfect. Okay, first color I'm going to be using is this color right here. It's like a very pale, shimmery green. It has a very slight bit of green in it. It's called Vex, and it's by MAC. I'm going to be using this color as my highlight color. So just right underneath my brows. Just take it in towards your inner corner. For my crease color, I'm going to be using Espresso by MAC. This brown has a lot of gray in it, which is perfect because that's what the picture looks like. So I'm just going to be applying this more so in my crease. And the brush that I'm using is the 224 brush by MAC. Next I'm taking the color Brune, and I'm going to be using this to darken the outer edges of my lid. I'm just applying it with my 217 brush. So just along my outer corner, I want this to be quite dense. So I'm applying quite a fair bit of this. I'm going to apply some on my inner corner as well. You could just blend that out with your 224, or just a smaller or a clean 217. So the color that I'm going to be applying next This is a star powder pigment from Makeup Forever. This is number 929. They don't have any names, it's just a number. And it's this army green color that she has on her lid. And I'm going to apply this just right in the center of my lid. Just like that. And I'm going to go and intensify the outer corners a bit more, but this time I'm going to use just a black eyeshadow. And just kind of blend it with the green. So now for our lower lash line, I'm going to line my waterline and my lashes with black pencil. This is Smolder by MAC. I definitely need to get a new one. Look how small this thing is. Actually, it's like that small. I need a new one. And you don't need to take it all the way in for this look. Now we're just going to smudge the pencil a little bit along my lashes. I'm going to take some of that brown cream liner that we used earlier, and I'm going to rub that along my lower lash line. I'm just using a pencil brush to do this, so I'm just dipping it in. Just along the bottom. And then I'm going to take the same eyeshadows we use on top. So I'm going to do a little bit of the espresso. And then a little bit of the darker brown along the outer corner. And then a little bit of the green along the inner corner. Ooh. This is why I like doing, when I'm doing intense eye makeup, I like doing my eyes first because it can get a little bit messy. So if you have already done your foundation, it kind of ruins your foundation. This way you could just wipe up underneath and then your foundation will be super fresh. So I'm going to take my black liquid liner. This is the Makeup Forever Aqua Black. You guys have seen me use this many times. And oops. And I'm going to use this to line my top lash line and to line a bit more my waterline, just to make it a bit more intense. Just right on the outer corner here, just to make it look a bit more intense. I want to make this wing a bit thicker. Just like that, but I'm going to blend that with some black eyeshadow. So using an angled brush and some black eyeshadow, I just want to intensify that outer corner just a bit. So just applying that black shadow just over that liner, just so they kind of blend together, and then just with my 217, just blend them out. Okay, next I'm just curling my lashes and putting on tons of mascara. Of course, if you wanted to, you could always add false lashes instead of just mascara. It's up to you. Okay, so now a little bit of cleanup, and then we'll finish off the look with doing our skin. So I'm just taking a wet wipe, just gonna get rid of all of that fallout. I'm just going to do a touch of primer. I already had some on, but it probably came off when I used the white. So I'm just going to add a little bit more. For foundation, I'm using the Makeup Forever Face and Body foundation. This is really light. It's very, it's perfect for summer for me because I don't like wearing a heavy foundation in summer. So this one works really well. Just applying this all over. This color is probably just a hint too light for me now. I could tell already, just because I've gotten so much sun this year. But that's okay. I could just go over it with bronzer. Okay, a little bit of concealer under the eyes. I like to just blend it out with my finger. And then just a hint of powder all over just to set everything in. Next, we need to fill in our brows. That'll make a big difference. And in the picture, Katy's brows are very defined. You could either fill them in to really strong shape like hers, or if you want to keep it softer, feel free to do that. So I'm going to be using the color Espresso to fill my brows in. She does use actually a slightly lighter color than her. Her hair is black in the picture, but her brows are a light brown. So maybe I'll do that as well. I'm going to use the darker brown just to line the outer edges. Then I'm going to use the lighter brown to fill them in. So just to fill in the top, I'm using the color Brown Down. So it's a nice, more of a reddy brown, and I'm using that just to fill in the top part. For blush, I'm going to be using something a bit pinky. This is Fleur Power by MAC. Just going to apply this just along my apples and along my cheekbones. Just to get that bit of color. And then for lips, even though she does have a bit more of an intense eye, she does go for a color on her lips. So it's kind of this pinky, a dark pink lip liner with a bit of dark pink lipstick. So Let's see if I can find something close to that. I normally would wear a light lip with a look like this, or even something more corally maybe, but I'm going to go ahead and do the same color that she has in the picture, and if I don't like it, I'll change it. But, of course, for you guys, feel free to use whatever lip color you want. Okay, so I'm going to line my lip with this color first. This is number 14C. This is by Makeup Forever. It's the Aqua Lip. And I'm not going to use it to fill. I'm just going to use it to line. Actually, the color is pretty close. So I'm going to fill in a little bit. Actually, I like it. I don't mind it. I didn't think I'd like the dark color with this, but it's not bad. And I'm going to use one of my favorites, the number 6 Glossy Full by Makeup Forever. I used a lot of Makeup Forever products in this video. Didn't mean to, it just happened. So a little bit of this gloss. Close enough. I've got the picture just right beside me here, that's why I keep peeking over. Alright, so there you go. That is it. That's the final look. The Katy Perry inspired smoky green eye look, and I hope you guys liked it. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them. Don't forget to subscribe, and thanks for watching. Thanks, bye!